What's up, guys? My name is Mike Check, and welcome to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Yes, KFC. I had some fried chicken today, and all I could think about was this game, because I love me some fried chicken with those, how much was it? 5, 6, 11 herbs and spices? I mean, just look at the man. He has his, coiffed to the side white hair, strikingly sharp gray eyeballs. Eyeballs? That's not really romantic, is it? Well, whatever. I love his mustache. Look at it. I want a mustache and a goatee combo like this, but alright, let's get right to it. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Before we get started, tell us your name. Always the underscore. Always the underscore. Oh my goodness. Aside from the biscuits, those wings though. Or drumsticks, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them. Gets me real hot and bothered. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock and up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at this prestigious university cooking school. Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take it seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Well, this is about me. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare. So many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Hope I brought some water with me. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Oh, it's nice and moist. Nice, warm and moist. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon a magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Mike Check. Are you excited for the first day of our rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any of the love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're doing great. But with University Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth on practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? You gotta pep talk your best friend, right? She seems, he's crying tears right there. Ooh. Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller and our tarot cards read? And had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own, and I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and a custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley. That is one peculiar way to say Ashley. I am very pompous, Ashley. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Mike Check's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make her feel better than everyone. If anyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's friend, or best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van? You rang? Oh man, those thick lips. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh. See you later, losers. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. I understand. Pop, I see your name is. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my pop's pop. My pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down? Hi, Pop. I'm Mike Check. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keeping themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking, adorable pooch takes his place at the podium in front of class. Adorable. He has a spatula in his mouth, too. Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who's this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? Well, that was my voice. Huh. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect, Wolf. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush in, and as you out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you. A swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of his new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe you should open a window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. No one talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're both in the same kindergarten class. And what is with your really weird insults? Besides, when Mike checks sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hands outstretched. Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. That nice kiss. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you, but how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Of course I take the handkerchief. I gotta keep a memento of him. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. What the heck? Hearts came out of him. It's so beautiful. I guess that means I'm in with him. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it on your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It's his natural scent on it. It smells of most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and get some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. Birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all said is done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete the Brom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm late. I hope everyone's had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue... You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is not acceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling half across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see a student Sparkles is referring to, who appears to be some sort of industrial cooking appliance. Bzzz. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You'd never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? A chicken snack, obviously. It's a KFC thing, a chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite? Well, I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. He licks my hand. That's cute. I mean, he's my professor, but that's cute. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, mic check, there's a seat over here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. Whew. 2 good options, but which will you choose? You gotta sit by your best friend. I mean, like, Colonel Sanders, as amazing his cheekbones are, and as nice chest he has, those rolled up sleeves. You gotta sit with your best friend, right? There'll be times when you'll be with Colonel Sanders, but it's not staying with him all the time that makes it worth it. It's the little taste, the little bits of like, like, you can't always have everything at the first go. You need to have little nibbles here and there. So you gotta stick with Miriam. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? I look longingly into Colonel Sanders' direction over there. Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality. There's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I've never sacrificed our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life in a culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and keep your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is leaving to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is a tree as chicken is to... Huh? Feather? That's right! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically a spork is both a spoon and a fork. You could get a gravy in there? That's right! Who is this guy over here? I just noticed there's a dude over here. What food is best for a broken heart? A pancake with the Phillies? Anything as long as prepared with love and not too much salt. I've never had camel meat, but pancake that has a silly face is a good choice. I mean, sentimentality? That's right. Who is this man? Who is this? KFC guy? It's not Colonel Sanders, that's for sure. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's best boy, that's right. Perfect. Your total score is a perfect 5 out of 5. Wow. Be honest. Did you cheat? You looked up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. He better damn well be. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I got hearts. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity, mic check. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that the school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. The Stewart Cafeteria, established 2015. Well, this is nice. This is very nice. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch. She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. It must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. That smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head, its contents glimmering in the light. Oh my goodness, I'm hungry again. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What? You think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of these ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I saw at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everybody. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth in it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. That's what a good student would do. Swim towards the light, savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. I gotta win his heart somehow. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Along with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I've wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. Where'd you get that sick? It's an idea I've had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Wow, you never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some even if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, sitting at the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. He's a sentimental person. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now it's the perfect time. It's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show him your strength. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow, with a big idea. To add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Nope, 11 will always be there. Be modest but thoughtful. What is this? Oh, that's the pause menu. Let's show him what we can do, cause you know we gotta flex on him. He might like it. You know, I've been thinking about your recipe. Of course you are. You don't simply forget a flavor combination like that. That's exactly right. I remember it because I've tasted it before. I stopped at a random fried chicken stand the other day and their chicken tasted exactly like yours. I'm not sure I like where this is going. Did you just compare my recipe to a random fried chicken stand? Well, yes, I did. But it was a really good stand, especially considering it was frozen at first. Frozen chicken? Colonel Sanders struggles to conceal his emotions, fighting back tears of anger. I can't believe you'd say such a thing. You realize you've done irreparable damage to your relationship, from which you can never recover. He's hurt. How could you? Hey, mic check. You thought this game was called a dating sim, right? If that's your idea of dating, this is not a game for you. I did not think that it was going to go the fried chicken route, so I did not think we'd get a game over. We're going to try that again. You'll find Colonel Sanders outside standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. I'm gonna be, modest and thoughtful. Oh look, hearts came out. Who would have thunk? It's not like I picked the wrong answer. Well, I just wanted to tell you, I've really enjoyed your food. Now that you've got its attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Mike Check. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven with all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome students to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Wow, I really did Miriam like that, didn't I? Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson on as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, mic check. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Wow, I feel bad for Miriam. Hey, new partner. Beep, boop, bzz. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know what to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I mean, Clank looks cute. Pop, sure, but he read his thing backwards, or upside down. His name is Bob. So, I don't know if you know. He also doesn't have, like... He might have grease leaking out, like Clank, but there's, like, actual grease on Pop, so I'm going with Clank. He's clean. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue, I hardly know you. Oh man, I shouldn't laugh like that. Ugh. Clank judders. A panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you 2 will be fine. At least, I wasn't a complete douchebag. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. I think it's flint and steel, isn't it? Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't need to cook it. Really? Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I don't know what a steak tartare is. I didn't even know you needed to cook it. And octopus, I've never tried it before. But mashed potatoes, ooh. Give me some of those instant mashed potatoes and some water. And damn, man, that made him love me even more. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yeah, you, Ashley, don't you? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, Jesus. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Mike Check's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Mike Check was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might be a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we can cast complementary shadows? Complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. She's coming for my man right here. Damn, this girl.
Ashley is really
Going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Miriam is with Clank right now, so I gotta turn to Colonel Sanders, the hunk of hunks, in my time of need. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect that format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Mike Check as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Mike Check's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look at Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and you realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy bowl, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift the heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fill the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Mike Check. We do not waste food on the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Can I have potato face? Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Why is it on an axe? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you all will look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. It could be the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him! Damn! He's a ghost. Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of tentacle being slurped up at Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie! Tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite an obvious danger, has inoculated him against poison of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello, I turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Come on!
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and a little more than spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad, neon glow, and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, mic check. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What the hell? Spork Monster. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? I will defend my love. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your you close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint and see the Spork Monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Ah! Fat lot of good and defense. Like, fat lot of good that defense did. Well, I attack then. You decide to go on the attack. I am gonna chow down. Chow down does 2 damage. The fire in your belly made you stronger. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I defend, my love. Colonel Sanders, get behind me. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. You draw energy into your arms, thinking back on all the stirring you did in the kitchen as a child. Your muscles go super swole and you're ready to take on anything. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You took 2 damage from the attack. Ah! If you take too much damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Well, I'm gonna attack. I'm cool. You decide to go on the attack. I'm gonna cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Damn it, I should have went for the other one. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn. Cheese sauce, what? I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons an energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. Is he edible? I mean, he's misunderstood. But Colonel Sanders did us a solid. Forget mercy. Finish him. No student will ever walk in the quad. I'll never walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack. You're ready. Your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks in awe. You continue to surprise me, Mike Check. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in quiet at night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also in there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. So, what the hell is going on? You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Well, since this is day 2, we'll leave it at that. Man, things are weird in this 3-day semester at, what's it called? USC, United States of Cooking Alliance Academy Learning? Academy of Learning is all I remember. USC:AL. Well, Colonel Sanders is as amazing as I've ever thought of you been. Is Is that BTS? Was BTS a thing? Well, I'm sure they were a thing back in the day, 2015, but what is... Huh? I'll go check who that is. Maybe I'll change it to like an anime poster or something in post-production, but we'll see. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button and hit that sub button and that bell notification and all that things. I should add something else to it, but you know what? We'll continue this at another point because we got day 2 and then day 3. We'll see what else we got here. But thanks for coming again, everybody. Bye-bye. I've been Mike Check, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I need to think of a better ending. All of that staying in. Bye-bye.